Alright guys, this is going to be another League of Legends cast. I will be playing Nidalee this time. My friend Commander Crichton will be playing Trundle. Kill for You will be playing Morgana. Happy Terrorist will be playing Corki. And Crow Abyss will be playing Cho'Gath. On their team we have Sitharius playing Leona. Cad AJ playing 227 playing... I don't remember. Forks playing Pantheon, Dreadfists playing York, and Evolution 101 playing Twisted Fate. So, right off the bat, I have to say we have a giant advantage. They have a Leona, which means we basically win the game. So, that was GG. Alright, so that's the end of the cast. Alright. I joke about it, but honestly, I think she's terrible. So, she still does get banned in ranked, but I have yet to see a competent Leona, and I see one just about every game. So, oh, Cat AJ227 was playing Katarina. So yes, we obviously do have the advantage not only because they have a Terabad Leona, but also because Trundle is jungling, and so we have a jungle they do not. We'll have an XP farm advantage, and that really is big. You never see a big pro match where they don't have a jungle or a roamer, so I mean, right off the bat, we're definitely having an advantage here. The one thing they definitely have going for them, though, is two global ults. They have Twisted Fate's global ult and Pantheon's, which means they can backdoor really fast, and we definitely have to be on the lookout for that. As far as our mid, we're definitely going to put Corki mid as our AD, and Cho'Gath and Morgana will most likely play bot. Morgana playing more of a support role with the teleports. And as in Italy, I'll definitely be playing mainly AP carry and a little bit of support with my heal. Trundle doing basically AD tank, and Cho'Gath being our other AP tank. So pretty tanky. Trundle more of an off tank with a lot of damage, and good gank ability with his slow and his life steal. So yeah, on the other team we've got Katarina, who's going to be basically their only AP carry unless TF builds AP. If he does not, then they're going to have a lot of AD, and we're just going to have to get armor and then win. Yeah. Basically, they have like two of my least favorite people. They have a York, which actually, before I say he's bad, he actually is not. They buffed him, and now he's actually, I would say, a viable character. I definitely would not play him in a ranked 5s team just because it's not worth it for the slot and what he brings to the table. But, yeah. And a little bit of fighting over how much CC we have, which I think is rather unnecessary. So yeah, we have Cho'Gath heading bot. Morgana should be heading bot in a little bit. She might just be trying to protect Trundle, which is completely unnecessary since he's starting at the Wraiths. So yes, and I'm just doing a little jumping around, walking around, warming up. It's good to keep the fingers warm. My room gets kind of cold sometimes, and a lot of pros actually talk. And by pros, I'm talking about StarCraft 2 pros because I actually grew up playing StarCraft. But as I was saying, a lot of StarCraft 2 pros grow up playing in all kinds of conditions. They keep their room really cold, then they keep it really warm. They change the height of their chair. They change the angle of their wrists. I mean, they change everything just to practice. And I know I'm definitely not ever going to be in a LoL tournament. But it's always good just practice at different temperature variations, environmental variations, because they really can affect your playing. And I know during a LAN one time I was playing, and I don't know if it was the tilt of my keyboard because the desk was slightly slanted or what it was, but I was doing awful and I couldn't figure it out. And so after that, I just kind of practiced at a bunch of different environmental changes. Yeah, just good little tidbit of information. I will be solo top against 2, which isn't a problem because I'm Nidalee, and Nidalee's really good carry and a really good soloer, especially mid. I'm trying to get back into playing a lot of Nidalee because she is really fun to play, but she's also very challenging. She's really easy lane phase. She has a heal. She has a lot of AD damage, can burst minions really fast. The only problem is that she just, in my opinion, she's really hard to team fight with. I mean, she has a great poke, so pre-team fight you can get a lot of damage down. But after that, it's really tough to know what to do with her. And you see me, I'm fail farming already. Should have hit that, but I'm just going to play it really safe until I know who's up here. I should know the Pantheon's up here, but I'm not really looking. So I am just going to kind of play it safe. Don't really want to engage in anything or start harassing Leona until I see that second person. And I think the Pantheon actually went and grabbed their golems before he came here, which I'm a little surprised why how he's full health, unless he let's see, that's 415. So yeah, he already consumed a potion. So I'm just doing a little bit of poke to him. But I am gonna play it really safe until I am, in tower range and can really kind of be a little more aggressive with how much I poke. I definitely do not want to be out in the middle of the lane with two of them there, as they can harass me. A good amount of harass coming out of Pantheon with his spears, but I will be able to heal, so not a big issue. Just kind of more annoying than anything. Trying to farm as best I can. Already at 2 minions. Trying to at 9. Corky at 9. So already, I really didn't want to get in on that first lane or first wave. Not that I didn't want to, but that I didn't want to overcommit into that. And right here, I am poking a Pantheon. I should be focusing on getting all these creeps. The key to farming with her is that you hit it right before the turret hits it if it's a mage, and then you should have enough to just get it with the last one. And same goes, actually, I think melee they can take 2 turret shots and then you kill him with a spear. So I'm just going to throw my spear out, just try and do some harass, keep him off me a little bit. They are harassing me quite a lot. Not a big deal because I can just heal, but getting down to half health from a little bit of burst from Pantheon. And he's keeping up with me pretty well level-wise because he did get that early golem advantage. So that was actually a really smart pickup on his lane, knowing that he was in a solo lane against, or he was in a duo lane against a solo. So any level advantage he can eke out is obviously really smart. So as you can see, my farming not going too well. I am trying to do a little better. I kind of got to get in the groove. As most of you guys know who play ranged ADs or APs or any ranged or even melee for that matter, you just kind of got to get in the groove of the timings of it, and that's a really big important part. CS is such a big important part of this game. I mean, you see pros and basically they just get every minion, and I mean I'm so far away from that, especially in this game. But it's definitely something you really need to work on, and it will make you such a better player if you can CS properly. So as for abilities, I'm maxing out my heal first. I've seen spear first Nidalee's, and I think that's really stupid. You look at great Nidalee players like HotShotGG, and it's obvious that he plays it spear first. Or not spear first, heal first, my bad. So yeah, just trying to nail every minion that I can. Gonna do one shot before the turret hits it, and then hopefully get in for the kill. Not working so well with that last couple of minions. The score is 1-0. We are winning by 1 kill. Not really any significant turret damage, not really any good pushes. TF is pushing pretty hard in mid, but he does take a turret shot, so not a big deal. I am getting pretty low. I actually have to flash out of there because they really hit me hard with a stun and just focusing me, but it's always better to use a flash and maybe get away, or maybe, well, it's always better to use a flash, even if you might still live, than it is to save it and die. While yes, there is such thing as a flash gank, or a summoner gank, where basically they just gank you to try and get one of your summoners, it's better to just use them and not die. I mean, being killed is not good, obviously. You want to avoid that. So as you can see, my little fail cougarness. This is probably one of the reasons I love Nidalee, is the fact that she turned into a cougar. So she has 2 sets of abilities instead of just one with her ult. And the spear, also my second reason I love Nidalee. The spear does damage over the length of time it travels, or not really time, it's just distance it travels. It does more damage, so it's always really fun nailing those super big spears and taking out 3/4 of their health. Missing 1 minion, but with Cougar form it is a lot easier to farm, and that's definitely a positive of it. I actually do call it a trundle for a gank because, well, they're pushing really hard. I am level 6. Pre-level 6, it's actually really hard in Italy to gank with, even with the jungler, just because she doesn't put out that much damage. She has no CC, and it's just kind of hard. So I'm going to continue to max my E. It is at level 4. It'll be at level 5 when I reach 9. And yeah, Trundle is coming up. I do see Leona is in the bush, so he's going to want to wait till she backs. And then we're going to go for some summoner spells. Obviously, with full health, we're not going to probably be able to get a kill. He does jump in there. I'm a little late to the party, but he does put up a great slow wall. And I actually do focus on minions because I know at this point we're not going to get a kill. He does ghost, and that is what we wanted. So next time we fight, I will be able to hopefully get a kill. But it's not that big a deal if I don't. And we see Yorick actually picking up a kill. Very surprising because he's Yorick and he's bad. And a good stun coming down from Leona and another stun coming down from Pantheon. But then again, and they actually ignited me too, so trying to block that heal. And I hit her with a 163 damage spear and I just heal myself up. Nicely. I believe I call Panthamia. I believe he's heading down bot. So at this point, you know, farming pretty hard. And we see Panth come out and just being cautious. I know Leona has a stun and Pantheon has a stun, so I don't want to do anything dumb and get double stun and then run into trouble. And by the way, guys, I'm not using that spear to farm. That was just kind of unlucky. This minion got in the way. I'm going to throw my traps down and just see if Leona is there. Apparently she went somewhere, but she did walk on it. And that'll give me vision. Unlike Caitlyn's traps, these traps really don't do damage at all. They're more just for vision. So you want to put them in the good bushes. And I hit about 210 for a spear, which is pretty good, seeing as I haven't backed at all. And I'm sitting with about 47 AP, mostly from flat runes. And Leona gonna go for a stun, but not a big deal. By the way, guys, I make a lot of mistakes this game, just because I haven't really played Nidalee in a very long time, and so I'm not the best at her. But I am definitely trying to improve. I want to add her to my ranked roster that I can play a lot, so just trying to use her. You're probably going to see a lot less Shaco games coming out and a lot more Nidalee games or some other character. I get confirmation that Panth is down there, so I will be trying to engage Leona a lot more. And there she goes with a stun, and she misses her skill shot, so I'm going to heal up. She takes a lot of damage. At this point, I should have backed. She uses her ult, and TF comes in, so I flash away. I thought TF had already blown his ult, but he had not. As you can see, Leona taking a lot of damage from me, and this is where I get a bit greedy. I really should not have engaged. But we see there goes Trundle going for a gank. Pantheon comes in. I am able to pick up that kill. And I do get stunned, which is why I take so much damage. But I'm going to try and keep him off me. And we have a pretty good push going top, which is good. Trundle just trying to go for some damage, harass them a little bit. It's always good to keep them on their toes so that they feel like they are pushed a little bit. As you can see, I don't know why that was up. I think I was trying to trap something. And Trundle is going to back, so yes. Corky actually says Trundle start ganking, but he's been top multiple times, so that's just wrong. The score is currently 6-2. My team is up. Let's just look at farm items right now. I only have a Doran's Ring. I've only backed once, but I am at 52 farm, which is third best in the game, which you guys might say is not really that good, but I am in the duo lane, so I do have to worry a lot more about being ganked, and I do miss a lot of farm because I don't want to be too aggressive when Pantheon's not here. As you can see, I'm not going to hit those minions or these minions until I see Pantheon down there. And Pantheon is Mia for most of this, which does make it a nice 1v1, but Leona, obviously a tank. I'm not going to be able to kill her that easily unless I kill myself, which you'll see. Corky able to take Pantheon down mid. He is pretty low level compared to Pantheon. And for those of you who don't know, Nidalee, when she heals, it grants her 60% attack speed for 7 seconds. So I use that before I farm a lot of minions. And right there, I shouldn't be engaging too much. I don't have enough health. And you see that terrible fail spear. But yeah, just trying to farm as best I can. Obviously, I can out farm Leona any day. But I don't want to overcommit into her, which is a big problem I come into as a Nidalee for a lot of this game. And TF's ult does go down. He goes back here. I think he was going for Corki, but he had already backed in time. So let's check the farm real quick. I'm at 67. I'm on the best in the game right now. So, I mean, I'm really catching up. Once I get Cougar form, it's a different game farming. I missed my Q, but I'm going to just keep farming. HotShotGG is just farm. Focus on farming over everything else. And this is where I kind of get stupid. You're going to see she's pretty low, about 4 bars of health. But I can't forget about her stun, which is going to be cause a lot of problems for me. I hit her with a great spear. She's at 2 bars of health. Oh, do I want that kill? I could taste it. So I ghost in. She stuns me, and she does her ult. But I do pick her up, and I couldn't, if I just R and Shift E a little faster, I would have gotten out of there. But I don't, so kind of a blunder on my part. I am able to pick up a Ginsu's and Boots of Ionian, but next time I definitely need to be aware of her stun and her ult. Her ult apparently has an obscenely low cooldown, which is what makes her overpowered. That's what I've heard from people. I'm not really sure on that. I've never really had trouble with the Leona. And personally, I think they're a bad tank, so we'll see. Apparently, Pantheon is staying mid a lot more than he should, and TF apparently needs a babysitter, so yep. And as you can see, I actually did have flash up, so if I was smart, I would have killed her and flashed in time. If I was smart, I wouldn't have died there, basically. That was a big blunder on my part, but as I said, I'm trying to get back in the groove of playing Nidalee, and she definitely isn't an easy champion. I would probably say she's one of the hardest champions I own, even up there with AP Shaco, so I am trying to wait for blue buff, but I see they've got 2 up there, and they're making quite a push, so I am going to have to go up there and defend. My traps do spot Nidalee, so one thing I am glad I'm doing is appropriately trapping. She's getting a lot tankier, which means I'm probably not going to be able to kill her anymore unless I kill myself, which I believe I do more, so be ready for that. I make a lot of dumb mistakes this game, guys, so just be aware of that. Don't take my Nidalee as any like HotShotGG standard. As you can see, she harasses me, but she gets out with, let's see, she loses 500 health, I lose no health, so, you know. I would say that's a pretty good trade. I mean, I'm not really sure why this Nidalee thinks, this Leona continues to harass me. Maybe it's because she knows I'm making a lot of dumb mistakes, but I mean, I am farming pretty efficiently now, especially with the Ginsu's. It makes farming so much easier because your attack damage increases the more you shoot it. So, yep. And one thing I do a lot in this game is just spam switching from Tiger to human form a lot because that keeps my stacks up. And I see blue buff is up, so I'm going to go take it. One thing is Nidalee is if you're mid, you can actually just, if you push just even like halfway, you can jump over here and take blue buff. You can jump through this wall, take blue buff really quick, and get back to lane. And that's definitely one thing I've learned is incredibly important. Like HotShotGG says, blue buff is paramount on a Nidalee mid to late game. And I completely agree with that. So Trundle just kind of waiting here for TF. Doesn't want to wait too long because he is losing XP as he does that. But I am going to get back to farming. I'm still about level 12. I am getting soloed by a level 9. But that is essentially because she's tank. I mean, if I was Singed, I could solo Nidalee at level 9 too. But yeah, so we see the pillar coming up. Doing a lot of damage down on York. Going to pick that kill up. TF going to fall too. Here comes Pantheon from behind. Corki comes in. Will they pick this up too without... Oh my god, they pick up Pantheon too without even losing Trundle. So great shield coming out of Morgana. And I'm just going to continue pushing. She's most likely going to come harass me with that shield. She misses again. I don't know how hard that thing is to aim, but I swear it's like worse than Blitzcrank's pull because no one ever hits it. So I do a good amount of harass. See, right there, I think that's perfect. The amount of harass I'm doing, it's perfect. It's when I get too overconfident and dumb that I throw away an advantage. So we do pick up bot tower, and we're picking up mid tower. So really, it's my tower that needs to go. I am farming pretty hard at this point. I'm at about 103. I'm only being outfarmed by a Corki, who Corki has phenomenal. There we go. See, she finally hits it, but it's, you know, long overdue. So I take a tower shot, but that tower is eventually being whittled down. And Leona also is not, I mean, I'm hard pushing, obviously, because I want this tower. So, I mean, I could probably force her out of XP range and force a better fight. But, I mean, I'm consistently doing damage to this tower. And the reason I'm healing myself is for that added attack damage. And here she comes. She comes jump to me again. I shouldn't engage. This is a mistake on my part. I thought the tower would fall. And she ghosts and throw the spear. The spear. Oh, she ghosts. And I should just stop. Back up. Back up. You're dumb. You're so dumb. And I didn't heal myself before I went in. If I had healed myself before I went in, I would have been fine. But, I mean, I make a lot of dumb mistakes this game, guys. So, don't be surprised. And apparently, what the hell? Alright, these aren't the recommended items. I honestly have no clue what's going on. Infinity Edge on Nidalee? Well, that's weird. I don't know. I don't know if these are the recommended items for Corki. I don't know. But the score is 17-6. We are way ahead at this point. And we are going to go for a secondary turret, which is really important for mid. We are up 3-0 in terms of turrets. I do not believe they've had dragon control, but I'm not doing very well top. I'm going 3-2. Yeah, I'm feeding a Leona, which is pathetic, like pathetic beyond belief. But I am gonna run. Where am I? I'm gonna go straight for this TF. Gonna do a lot of damage. TF is able to pick off Cho'Gath, but I pick him off, and then we are gonna engage on this Pantheon. A great slow coming out of him. This will enable me to pick up the kill there. So pick up a double kill, and yeah, 5-2. No longer sucking. So yeah, and we can push this successfully now with me here because I can heal people, and it's alright if you take a little bit of turret damage. So there goes a great spear on Cat, taking, wow, probably 2/3 of her health. So I mean, it's spears like that that really just destroy. I wanted to kill her. I wanted that kill so bad with a second spear, but you know, it's hard to hit someone twice. They'll fall for it once, but twice they're really on the lookout for it. So we are just going to wait here, trying to push. We have a great push top, and I think I really should have just ran over there and gone for that one instead. But Trundle, I think maybe ahead of it. Nope. Alright, so apparently Leona actually left too many golems at their own jungle, which is kind of a douche move. So at about 20 minutes of the game, it's 19-8. We are doubling them in kills and doubling them in how good we are, especially me. It's take a lot of damage, but I mean, Leona really not able to dish that much damage. So I'm going to heal myself and go straight for Leona. She is so low. She's so low. And I can't kill her. So obviously we're like trading. I don't even know what's going on. I'm killing myself. It's so dumb of me. I mean, I did pick up the tank kill, but it was really incredibly unimportant at that point. So, I mean, if you're watching this game, I hope you guys can realize just the mistakes I'm making, because they're pretty large ones. God, so greedy. Corki also, big blunder going after TF at that point. He had full health, and it was still in tower range. So, I mean, not really sure what he expected. But I am able to pick up a blasting one, and I'm already have my needlessly large rod, so I will be building a Rabadon's, which is going to give me a lot more damage. I'm currently going 6-3-1, which is, I mean, pretty good for a carry. Not the best. We are definitely lost a little bit of a team fight there because we got kind of greedy with that mid tower, and because of that, we're probably going to lose our mid tower. TF ulting in, a little bit of a waste, I think, at that point, but That's alright. I thought he was going to ult in top and go for the turret, but mid tower is definitely much more important than that. York doing a lot of harass. I am actually going to pick up blue before I go mid. Not because I think that tower is unimportant, but because blue buff is actually so important on Nidalee at every stage of the game. Not just the mana regen, though mana regen definitely is important. Even though I have mana regen runes, it's not enough. So I actually just see two of them going top, and I realize we're probably going to lose that turret. It's not that important of a turret, so I go around. I'm going to go straight for York. He's not building that tanky yet. I get focused incredibly hard. I'm going to back out and try and get a heal off. I get a great spear on TF. I'm going to go straight for that kill, pick him up, heal myself again, and go pick up this TF kill. So I'm currently going 8-3-2. A good team fight. Knowing when to back out and heal and knowing when to commit, really important with Nidalee. And because of that awesome trade, we lost 1 for 3. As Corky said, he was the only one to go. We got York, Pantheon, and Twisted Fate. So with that pickup, we're really going to want to push the advantage and go for Dragon. Pineapple orange juice. Such a strange drink. So the score is 26-13. We're keeping our double kill lead, and we are up 4 towers to 1 tower. So I see TF's ult. I'm a little nervous. I'm going to back out and try and get within team range. If I was really smart, I would have nailed him with a spear right when he came out, but too bad I'm not that good. So I'm just going to try and land a lucky spear, because honestly, if you can land one spear, you're going to do a lot of damage. That hit for about 905 health, which would have been approximately half of TF's health if I had hit him. I do hit a 654 damage on Leona, who, let's see, she actually does not have any MR, so I'm actually surprised at that. But I'm just going to continue throwing my spears. I have a blue buff, so not really worried at all about mana. And I want to keep my Ginsus up, and throwing spears is definitely a good way to keep that up while still assisting your team. A little bit of indecision here. I wasn't sure if I wanted to push top or what I wanted to do here was. I did try and jump through here. It was not going to make it, and I'm actually really glad. So terrible engage on my team's part. We really just threw Morgana away. Caitlyn going to get away with no health. Pantheon going to ult in. I try and spear through the wall, but I do miss. And there's no way I'm going to be able to save Corky. I heal him, but it's just not enough. They've got 5 people just ranking on him. So at this point, I'm just going to try and do some damage. I take about half of Pantheon's health with one spear. Trying to grab the other half. Our Cho'Gath does come in. He's going to have to flash, so those were really... I mean, at this point, he should have gone up and around instead of through the bushes because we knew they were there. And we are going to engage. As Nidalee, I'm just going to stay back trying to heal my teammates until they start getting low. And I can still keep poking throughout the team fight. During a team fight, most people are not focused on where spears are at all, which is why I can usually land some good ones. I am going to engage. York getting a little greedy, but he does have a team there to back him up. The Leona the tank actually goes straight for me. She's not successful and able to kill me, but with Katarina's ult and a lot of damage, they are going to pull Cho'Gath down. We did not have Corky or Morgana in that fight, which is why I think it was pretty bad engage on our part. And I am going to go down trying to pick up those kills. I did get a good E off, which does area of effect damage and does a lot of damage at that. And so, yes, I did die. But, I mean, I picked up 2 assists with that, and I honestly think that was a good 2-for-1. So at this point, TF is going to have to ult to pick off those minions top. He definitely doesn't want to waste his ult on that, but yeah. As you can see, that last like 5 or so minutes, I think was kind of a blunder in that we never just sat by the tower and waited to group up. Instead, we just kind of kept going in there in groups of 3s against a 5-man team, which definitely a big mistake. Ugh, orange juice, the worst of juices. You guys, if you're listening this far in, comment below your favorite juice. It can't be a soda, and it can't be like fruit punch with like 1,000,000% sugar and like 0% fruit. But your favorite juice. That's all I got. Anyway, back to the game. It is 28-18. I'm going 8-4-4, which is pretty good for a carry. I'm definitely the carry on our team at this point. Corky, our AD carry. Definitely going to pick up that Katarina kill for essentially free. Face checking, not really good when the whole team was Mia for their site. Tower is 1-4. We have 4, they have 1. Not sure why I said ours first. Or theirs first, actually. And Leona taking a ton of damage. A great snare from Morgana. Wow. So we are able to just burst her down. And I'm going to wait for my team to push the creeps. I don't know if I hit York or not. I think I did, actually, with that spear. But TF is going straight for the back door. At this point, we should definitely have someone back and go for him. I did do about a lot of damage. There goes another lot of damage on him. And we luckily have Morgana good to go back. Sadly, she is actually a lot under-leveled of him. Pantheon's ulting down there too. Cho'Gath's going to have to go back there. And I am able to take half of Katarina's health with one spear. So that's pretty dang good. She does have a Will of the Ancients. I've actually... Wow, I should build a Will of the Ancients next time and not just stick with the Hextech. Alright, big blunder on my part. Yeah, we are not really sure if we want to engage this or not. I did get another Masterful Spear through the wall on Katarina. She's really low, but she does have ult, probably. She blows the ult, going straight for Time. Time going to go down to that. I should really back up at this point. TF is going to ult in, most likely, and kill me. They're so low, but I can't do anything. So I'm just going to try and book it. I had a little bit of a mouse glitch. And just really going to run now. Getting a lot of damage done on me. I do have to use Ghost. Try and jump over the wall. Not able to get it. And just basically running as fast as I can. And there's Leona to pick me up. Corky not able to get any damage on her. And I wasn't able to dodge it. So, I mean, good job on Leona. She picked up an obviously free kill. If that was Singed or any other tank, they also would have gotten that kill. But I don't know. She's just not very impressive. Honestly, I think Morgana, oh, she didn't have ult. If she had ult, I would have said go in there and kill 3 of them. Well, obviously not Leona, but Leona can't damage you anyway, so it would have just been Cat and York. Or Trollic, as I like calling him. Nom Nom on him, Cho'Gath. Oh, he doesn't have ult. But he is going to pick up that kill. Good kill. Instead of focusing the tank, go for the Katarina. Oh, not going to be able to get that. Instead, we do have enough of us here that we can just focus the tank. Morgana using our ult, I'm not really sure I agree with that. There was no tower here, so I think we definitely would have picked up the kill by then, but, you know, a kill is a kill. At this point, I am building a Lich Bane, which is incredibly important on Nidalee. I don't know what's wrong with these items. It's strange. That's not the recommended items. Even for AD Nidalee, that's dumb. Which, by the way, I have seen AD Nidalee. TF comes in here. I land a beautiful spear. He is just going to commit into it, so I'm going to go straight for him. I'm going to start attacking him. He stuns me. I use my heal just on time, and I am going to go for him and pick him off. So that was really close, actually. And if I had taken a little more damage, I could have died. If I did not heal at the exact right time, I would have died. Because that stun, honestly, really can bone you. It's one of the reasons TF is such a good 1v1 champion is he can stun and then just do a ton of damage, especially AP TF with his cards. Which, by the way, I lied. This TF is building AD, which is kind of surprising, meaning Katarina is their only AP, and she is 2-6-11, meaning she is not fed at all. So if our team was smart, they'd have a bunch of armor, yet somehow our Morgana has a Banshee's Veil. Confusing. I really have no clue why. But whatever, that's our team. It's probably so her ult doesn't get disrupted because she does have a long ult, but I still don't think it's worth a Banshee's Veil at all. So our tank Cho'Gath should be building straight armor. He has a Frozen Heart. So yeah, that is a good armor item. and good for an AP tank, so good for him. He did pick up a null magic mantle. Kind of think that was a mistake. I think he should only be going for armor at this point, but the null magic mantle is most likely for a Spirit Visage or an Aegis of the Legion, maybe even a Guardian Angel. I'm not really sure. All three are pretty good items on Cho'Gath. Currently, I'm going 9.56. I'm doing okay. Not the best for an AP carry, especially Nidalee. I should be doing better, have less deaths, but you know, definitely the carry of this team in conjunction with Corki. So we are playing with the idea of getting Baron. I think it's a big blunder seeing as they're all up, and TF just ulted us. We see Corki getting blasted horribly hard. I think that was really dumb of him being up there. I back right away to go for Pantheon and TF. Pantheon dying to the turret, and TF gonna die to a spear, so, I mean, free kill essentially, but we did lose a turret. Pantheon, on the other hand, was just kind of meh. And as Cho'Gath says, backdooring and then bad word. So, yeah, being backdoored is kind of annoying. They do have the 2 global ults, and so they really can just focus the crap out of our turrets when we're not there. And as you saw, he did just kill himself for a turret, TF. So I see Morgana's fine, so I'm just going to pick off this turret, and we are going to try and focus Leona. She is a tank, however, so she probably won't go down. I am doing pretty good amount of damage to her, though. Hitting relatively hard, so... yeah, I am 10-5-6, scores 37-23. We've lost an inhib turret, which is really bad, but we are up in turrets in general. We have 6, they have 5, 4. I can count 4. We see Morgana taking a lot of damage. York really going after her. Katarina not far behind. Morgana's ult's already going down. Katarina taking a lot of damage. I'm going to just try and focus her, pick up Katarina kill, go for the York kill. York does flash, and there comes Pantheon. He takes a ton of damage from my spear, and he should fall almost instantly. Commander Crichton being able to pick up that kill. A great play from Trundle. We see TF. TF is taken, has a lot of health, but we can probably pick him up with both me and Corki here. So if Corki is to help at all... and, oh, spear barely missing. Oh, man, that would have been a great kill. Leona with the ult is going to do a lot of damage to us. TF coming back in, stunning me. I am able to kill him with a spear. I'm stunned again. I ult, and I turn back around, and we pick up Leona. So that's the Nidalee play that I really like to do, be able to do. Get away by a hair, and then just go back in after healing once. Obviously, with the amount of AP, I have 414 AP. I heal for... around 700 health, which is about a third of my health. Pantheon coming in. We should just be able to burst him, though. Kind of a bit of a blunder coming in at that. Not really sure what he was doing, but, you know, sometimes he makes mistakes. If he had come in before the turret had gone down, I'd understand, but because he didn't, he kind of looks really dumb. Here comes York. Gonna do classic York feed tactic. I've taken a lot of damage. He does die, though. And I'm going to heal Katarina with a good Shumpo out of there. One thing people have to know is Katarina does Shumpo quite well. As you can see, though, I do just demolish turrets at this point. We are going to have to back. We do see TF is just going straight for the back door. I do a lot of damage to Katarina. And missed ult by Leona, just completely missed that. And I'm a little out of mana, but we are going to pick up Katarina. A good feast from Cho'Gath. And this is when we should really go for the turret. I think I hit Leona, actually, with that. And so we're going to continue just going for him. Morgana did back and is taking care of, hopefully take care of TF. I do think she might go down, actually. She does ult, kick, get him in the ult. He is standing in her goo. That was a big mistake on his part. And that might just be GG. We have killed the only one who could backdoor us. We're going for Nexus. And that's GG. I hope you guys enjoy my Nidalee game. Obviously not one of my 100% best games. Not the best Nidalee player, but 12-5-11, you know, pretty decent. So I hope you enjoy. GG. Comment if you like it, and I want to see your guys' favorite juice, so put it down. Ugh.